Good afternoon, everybody. Doug Jenkins with the Findlay Hancock County Chamber of Commerce. We are live from our latest ribbon cutting here at Divergent Dietitian with Bethany in downtown Findlay here on Front Street. Thanks for having us out today.
Thanks so much for coming. I'm really glad to be here.
Always exciting when we get to have a ribbon cutting on a Friday afternoon, but always exciting when someone's been around the Findlay area for business and their profession and decide when they want to extend that entrepreneurial spirit. Like, hey, I would like to be in Findlay. What led you to the decision to put an office here?
There's a couple things. We know that an individual who's looking for any kind of treatment for an eating disorder specifically, right now are going to either the Columbus area or they're going as far north as Ann Arbor.
Oh, wow.
So we're in a little bit of a desert where there's not very many providers, really no providers that I'm aware of in the Findlay kind of greater Hancock County area for eating disorders.
That is huge. Let's start there, because as we were doing the ribbon cutting, you talked about not only having your office here, but also bringing an organization to the area that deals with eating disorders.
Yeah.
It's a big issue. Tell us what you're doing in that regard.
Yeah. So we founded the Northwest Ohio Eating Disorder Coalition and have been meeting up in the Perrysburg, Toledo area, but we're really envisioning starting to create a continuum of care where an individual who's struggling can identify the right level of care. So whether that means hospitals or whether that means professors in the area who are working with students, or maybe even our gyms or places where people notice other people struggling, that they can reach out to the Northwest Ohio Eating Disorder Coalition and really access all the levels of the continuum of care, and then we can start to provide more prevention in the area, not just treatment.
That's huge, especially in the world of eating disorders, because the treatment is a lot harder to work someone out of there than it is to just stop them from getting there to begin with.
Absolutely. And that is a big part of why we provide nutrition therapy for individuals regardless of size and shape, that we really focus on health behaviors and not weight loss, because we're really invested in creating healthier lifestyles and not just temporary short fixes for people.
Let's talk about the lifestyle change. So that's something where a couple of years ago, I'm going to close the rings on my Apple Watch every day. That's my goal. I think I hit a 172-day streak once. It's really hard to do that over and over again.
Especially in the cold.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, the treadmill's quite helpful for it. Is that something that's more of changing? Like I tried to watch when I eat, things like that. It's hard. There's a lot of great restaurants in downtown Findlay. But at the same time, I guess not beating myself up over the fact that I'd like to support the local restaurants.
Absolutely.
But I also like to be on my treadmill too and just kind of balancing it.
Yeah. And a lot of our approach to nutrition is focused on honoring hunger. So not waiting too long to eat until we're overly hungry and then we tend to overeat, but also respecting fullness. So learning to recognize, okay, I'm starting to feel full. I'm going to put my fork down. I can save this food. I can have it again. I can go to another restaurant tomorrow, right? And that when we have that consistency and that mindset of using hunger and fullness to determine how much or when to eat, we're considerably less likely to eat beyond the point of fullness.
It really sounds like the philosophy is not beating yourself up, which is
self-compassion.
I have to imagine. First of all, it's a great message. But in the sea of social media and influencers, and no, you got to be doing this and that type of thing. It's a tough battle. How have you been going about getting the message out?
We've partnered with the chamber and also with some B&I groups in the area. And then we're really working on focusing on just communicating that our services are available to healthcare providers in the area. So we have a sales and marketing director that's just been touching base, connecting with them and letting them know we exist in the area.
Well, we're happy to have you here. It's been a great time at the ribbon cutting today. If people want to learn more about your office or about your work with eating disorders, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
The best way would be to visit our website, divergentdietician.com. We have the locations that are available, access to our online portal for anyone who would want to schedule, but also just personal emails and connect points for people.
All right, you can look them up in our online directory of members as well, so be sure to do that. For Bethany, I'm Doug. Have a great weekend, everybody.